Hey guys, this is Adrian from Real RC Reviews, and today we're looking at the Dromida KODO FPV. Like some of their other FPV drones, this one also uses Wi-Fi, but they have they've reworked their Wi-Fi system. It actually is advertised as low latency. I haven't flown it yet, but I got it out of the box and I did test the Wi-Fi connection, and it's barely noticeable lag, so I'm thinking that this one will actually be FPV-able, and actually be able to fly around your house or whatever. Unlike previous Wi-Fi based FPV systems, there's just too much lag to accurately fly between even something like a doorway. So I have high hopes for this one. Not really unboxing it, just want to give that. The pictures, it looks so much bigger, but this is the size of it, which it's a good thing. You don't want some giant quad flying around your house. So it's a nice, good size. Uses what is this? 350 milliamp single cell LiPo. The goggles are, it's more of a headset, and you have a bit that slides out right here to put your cell phone in, your smartphone. I've test fit mine even with the case on it. This is my iPhone 7, and it fits in there fine with the case on it and everything. So it does have lenses here, and there's actually a couple switches here that you can adjust the whatever the PI or whatever it is they call, depending on how far apart your eyes are. So you just you adjust that distance so that you get one nice clear image. So I don't want to spend too much time talking about it. It's your standard quad. So transmitter we're pretty familiar with. You got picture, video, picture and video here, and flip here, and trims, and we've seen this with other Dromida products. Feels good. You've got a place here for your cell phone if you do not want to actually wear the goggles, so you can do it that way. But never been one to be able to take my eyes off the quad itself when I have the screen here. So I'm going to try it with the goggles on, and I'm going to record that flight for you, and then I'll do another flight, line of sight. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys the intro, and I will start the other video now. Alright guys, now that you've seen the quality of the FPV feed and FPV flying with the KODO FPV, just wanted to show you just a line of sight type of flight with it. It's a nice little quad, pretty typical of the quality that you get from Dromida. Nice looking, nice shell, nice weight to it. So I'm just going to fly it around a little bit, and then I'll wrap up my thoughts on the FPV experience and just the regular flying with this thing. Got about 5 mile per hour wind out here. This is on the lowest rates. It's not too bad. It's actually pretty quick. We put in the medium rates. Yeah, you get a lot more angle that way. When you're flying outside with a quad this small, you pretty much want to at least be in medium rates. It'll help you fight the wind. And put it in the highest setting. No, actually that's... Okay, so what you saw the first time was medium, the second one was high. This is now the lowest, which is pretty sluggish. It's probably what you want to be flying in if you're inside the house. That way you don't ram into walls and furniture and priceless heirlooms and that kind of thing. So again, here's medium, which after flying in the 3, I think this is my preferred setting for flying outside. This quad does have the the button flip where you press the button and then pick a direction and it flips for you. Wow, that didn't lose any altitude at all. Some of the cleanest auto flipping I've seen on a small quad. Yeah, even my well, that one dropped. That was me though. Yeah, it's not bad. Even my my Blade Inductrix FPV on a flip drops a little bit. Flight wise, I'd say this thing flies kind of like a Verso, the Dromida Verso. No issues with the range of the transmitter. You go much further than, 50 or so yards, you're gonna, not even that, you'll probably lose sight of this thing. It's kind of small, but you certainly won't have any issues with the range of the transmitter. Anyway, I'll stop doing circuits and wrap it up, and I'll take it inside for some final thoughts on the whole package. So see you then. Alright, I'm back inside now, and just wanted to wrap up some thoughts on this Dromida KODO FPV RTF kit. If you saw the first part of my FPV testing, I pretty much couldn't fly. I'd get a few feet, and even then it was delayed and pixelated. I figured maybe I was doing something wrong, so or I was kind of blaming the Wi-Fi FPV thing, which is usually the problem. So I did go back to the manual, and I did read that Dromida does actually say that it will not work well in a interference-rich environment. And I live in Northern Virginia. It's like, the Silicon Valley of the East Coast, and I also live in a townhouse community, and everybody has routers and Wi-Fi and every other type of device that just really clouds the skies with interference. My high-end racing stuff that I have with my Fat Shark HD3s, with my best racing drone, when I record around my neighborhood, it just, even then it's got some interference. So I was not surprised to see that had that much interference, and it was unflyable, especially using a Wi-Fi connection. I did also read in the manual that they tell you up front that even in good conditions, you're going to get about 50 feet. So, if you watch the other part of the video, the FPV testing, it's inside my parents' house, and, there's neighbors are further away, and their router was way upstairs, and it actually worked pretty well. Virtually no delay in the transmission, so I could, I wasn't, shooting gaps or anything, but I could fly around the room pretty well. And for somebody who's not sure they want to invest a whole bunch of money into FPV just yet, $90 is what this RTF cost, and that's not a bad price point. The quad, as you saw by my line of sight outdoor flight, it's a pretty solid quad. It's nice to fly. It feels good. It's quick. Can do flips. The flips don't have any drop in altitude. It's got prop protectors. The body is robust, so I think it'll hold up to some crashing and stuff. And so, $90 for a good quad, or for this size micro quad, on its own, that'd be too expensive. But this also comes with this headset, which is used by sticking your cell phone in there. And one thing that I discovered while I was goofing around with it is that YouTube, and I'm sure other sites have by now, have options to watch like a YouTube video using whatever, the Google box or whatever, and once you, or I think they call it the cardboard, but once you choose that option, you can actually use these, and it's a lot more of an immersive experience. You can look around and kind of concentrate on different parts of the screen. So this is actually kind of a cool thing to have, that you happen to get with the quad that actually does some FPV, and it's a minimal investment. I definitely would recommend it to a person, like I said, that does not want to fully get into FPV, by buying the most expensive stuff or even the moderately priced stuff up front. If you got this and you found that you didn't like FPV, well, you end up with a nice flying quad and a headset that you can use for all kinds of different websites that have the ability to watch video through a VR headset. The transmitter is the same as a lot of the other Dromida transmitters, which is good. You have the option to use the phone mounted to it. I don't know really much else to say that other than when you are getting a clear signal, the video is actually pretty clear and nice and bright. And of course, you can always adjust the settings on your cell phone to get a brighter picture. I slipped my iPhone 7 into here with the case on. I mean, it's a thin case, but it actually fit. I didn't have to bother taking it out. Sorry for all the ums. I just realized how much I'm doing it, but it's a good product. Dromida has been pretty solid with their small planes and their little trucks and their quads. I really have never had an overwhelmingly negative experience with their stuff. So the best part about it too is that they're supported by Hobbyco and Tower Hobby. So if anything does go wrong, they'll help you take care of it. They'll get you, they'll cover you and get you what you need to have a better experience. So that kind of wraps it up for the Dromida KODO FPV RTF. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Take it easy.